There we go. Hi there, and welcome everyone to today's stream where I continue my work on the tower bridge of last week's modding stream. Here we have the tower bridge, the beauty on Google Maps. And let me get Blender up so I can show you my progress, or the progress from last time. I haven't changed anything on it, so it's all how we left it last week. It must be London landmark sketches. There we go. And if I open that, that is the tower bridge how we left it last week. So the two towers are mostly done. Also the bridge elements and the pillars. We already have some windows in here. Some very nice details on the tower bridge. And what's next is to model these little towers at the end and give this one a little bit more details, and then we can start texturing it. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so these two are actually different. So and let me remove Discord here real quick. And yeah, let's see how. So maybe I can make the only difference I see right now are these little round towers at the end. And yeah, Discord is starting to annoy me, so let me just, there we go. Yeah, so let's start with these little arches here. Let me zoom in. Okay, they're actually quite detailed. Okay, here we go. So everything is still mirrored, so I don't really need to do half side of it. And switching between them. Okay, so I think we start with the arch first, the general structure. It's much rounder than it is on here. That one is much more like it, but I think I will try, yeah. And like this, that one is a good round. Then I shade the smooth. Shade smooth. There we go. Now we don't see the edges anymore. And then let me close this one. So it has two little towers to the left and the right, and then the roof starts behind that. So I think that shape is just completely off. So let me see what I can do to tidy this up. So first I want to get rid of this face to tidy it up. Then I want to merge these two. Merge at last. Put this one here. And by removing this face here, I can just make a new one. And then this one is much more, yeah, that looks better. And then I want to merge these two as well. Okay, that looks good. Next, I do the same thing over here. First, I merge these three at the last. And then I move this one out here. Or maybe first I delete these two faces here. Oh, that's a huge face. Okay. Anyway, can delete that anyway. And oh no. We first move this here. Then delete this face and then try to get hold of these faces, which is in between here somewhere. If I hide this, I should be able to select. Yeah. There, delete face, unhide, and then making a new one, including this. Oh, okay. Let's see what the problem is now. Shouldn't have deleted it. Okay. Oh yeah. Think when I give me that one. Yes, okay. Now I cut a new face in basically and then only work with the upper part. To tidy this up. So I don't want this face anymore. I want to hide these. I want to delete this face. I want to unhide. And now I can make a new face which doesn't have this weird face in it anymore. Okay, so this one is, then let's have wrong maps. So that one is actually straight as well. Well, it oh yeah, that's good. So it stands on a pillar. The pillar is a little bit wider down here, as we just saw. And it has this little, oh, wrong one. Maybe I should get this up here. I can switch easier between them. Okay, no. Just keep it like that. Okay. So there is a base, but the base is further down. Okay. That's not a problem. Shouldn't be a problem. Just put it down here. Okay. That is deep enough, at least for me. And then I put in the little, what are these exactly? These little support pillars, or I'm not sure. It's part of the design. So put them in as extra cubes. Should join them. Then put them up. I hide all of this in here. I don't want these two faces. Selecting these here. Okay. I think I can just put this one up like this. That looks good. Now we have them. Duplicating them. Putting them on here. And have a look, how is it? And they're really part of this actually. Okay, now I think I will leave it like that. The next thing I will try is I was looking here. Here is this little archway. And maybe I can emulate this by beveling this here a little bit. Probably the same way on the other side. So if I put a bevel on there. There we go. And then we have this little archway. And then we can shade the smooth, shade here, shade smooth. Yes, that looks more like it. And I think, yeah, there is a little irregularity with these ones here. There we go. But what I want now is to have these edges actually sharp edges, so my shading doesn't do weird things. A mark sharp. Yes, that looks good. Okay. What's next? Oh, wrong one. Can't play Spotify music because of music licenses. So they have little towers here. So all this here is actually different. So I will just delete all of it and remake it. Here we go. Delete faces and make a new one here. And so looking again, this one actually goes. Give me just a face. I'm trying to make this little towers now by cutting here, and then let me have a look how they look. Okay, they have quite a lot of details. I'm not sure with for what level of detail I should aim here really. But I can extrude this one, then extrude these ones, then extrude these ones. And there we go. And then if I put these ones up a little bit up, then we get a give me a knife. I want to cut through here. That looks better. Here we go. We probably want to cut through here. No, give me the select tool. I want to select this to yeah, there we go. And then I cut with the knife tool. I cut from this edge horizontally through here to move them a little bit to the left. Now to the right with this perspective. There we go. And this builds the base of these little towers. And I think I will keep this level of detail. Otherwise, if I'm detailing this too much, we end up having crazy amounts of triangles for something that might not be worth it. I just want to check if I can align these better. Are they? Oh, there they are. I'm going here and align these. Then this doesn't look so weird. Okay. It's good on the other side. Okay. And then we go up a little bit. Let me zoom out. And it really is just the edge of it. So it all stands. So the roof is on here. So what I will do now is, oh no, I can actually, if I'm just having this one, I can. Let me see how thick I make them. So I make them same thickness. I can extrude this little. That looks good. So if I'm just extruding these ones now, I get the. There we go. That looks better. And with the towers, these are higher. Oh, they are connected actually. That's not good, but doesn't matter. Then we extrude the tower just a little bit higher. There we go. Giving the tower bridge this iconic castle-like look. So having this now here, I want to have a straight square here. I can start with the where I can extrude the roof from. So selecting these, I should be able to just extrude them up and scale them on the x-axis so they form this little roof. And then moving this one in a little bit. Oh, actually I could merge at last. Merge at last. And then we are getting somewhere with this roof. Yes, I quite like it. Nice. We have some unnecessary faces here, which I can now delete. And when we look at the real thing, okay, so we have this little little windows. What are they? So we have, oh, I didn't want to go down here. We have windows in there, and we have this triangular thing in the middle. So let me see what I still have left over here. So maybe I can copy. Oh, they are not part of the tower bridge. Okay. Let me copy these here. Duplicate them. I'll put them down here. I want to focus on that one. Pressing comma, now my camera focus on that face. And now I can move this one in correctly. Here we go. Don't need that face. Moving this up a little. Scaling in the z-axis. Or are they taller? A little bit taller. Okay. And then the triangles. Maybe I'm just copying one of these over. Scale them. Rotate Z90. There we go. Oh, it's only half of these, actually. They should go globally Y0. There we go. I can make them exactly half of these. And they are not windows, so they are not touching here either. Okay, let me have this. Okay. Oh, knife tool. And then we have it here by connecting these two edges. and have it here just to mirror it in the end. And connecting these two, and then I can delete half of it. And there we go. This one could go a little bit wider. This one a little bit up. And this one a little bit more. Well, the whole thing a little bit centered here. Then I can copy it basically over and have it here. Here we go. Then I wanted to make those little windows. So they are cut in here. No, let me select everything. I want to cut them on here and on here. Shift H for hiding everything. And then I can cut them in. Where are they exactly? They are on top of the arch. Knife. Somewhere here, so we make them. Oh, now if I'm making them transparent so I can see the grid, I can aim better. Like this. Make better squares. That looks good. Turning it around, doing the same thing on the other side. And there we go with the little windows. Extrude them inwards a little bit. And have a look how this looks. Okay. They are completely at the wrong place. Okay, undoing everything. The little windows go somewhere here. That's the thing with hiding. If you hide too much, you lose track of where you are supposed to put your things in. So we can just make them onto this one here. Turn around, make it see-through so we can see where it is on the other side. There we go. And then we can intrude this into this and have a look how they look. That looks much more like it. I would still say they can go a little bit more to the left. We can easily fix that by moving them around. There we go. So we have these little windows. They can be higher in my opinion. Okay, that looks better. And then I think I want to at least put a little bit of the details in. Not too much, but a little bit. Scaling this up and putting this here. At least adds a little bit of detail. And if I rotate it so that, yeah, much better. And then I add the face at the bottom. Here we go. This one I want to rotate such that it looks more sharp. Okay, good. Then it has two little windows up here. So for that, I think, yeah, they're just cubes. So scale them down a little, center my camera on it, this one down, then this one up, I lost my arrows. Like this. And this one can go a bit more in. And then higher. That looks good. And then we delete these faces and put copy of these over here. Rotate it with 180 degrees. And then I think that's it for the details on that one for me. Next thing will be making this one a proper beam, but that is easy. Steel beams are not hard. Oh, that one is, I think, actually smaller. Then we just insert a face here, like this, and then we can intrude it here, intrude it here, and then that looks like a proper steel beam. Next thing is adding the little fence here. Duplicate and scale it by quite a lot. Well, that one. Okay, we do it by hand. We move it here. We move all of these here. Okay, then we move this one here. And then we move this on. No, I want to move it straight. Here. Okay, we have the little fence. And below... That's a hard one now, because people will use it differently. And... I'm not sure how to deal with that yet. I think I will leave it like that, and then don't put this little the little tunnel underneath, because people will use it differently. So I keep it like that. Let me check. The main pillar still looks a bit boring. But it is actually a bit boring. That's it. Okay. Now I think, yeah, I will leave it with that actually. We are 15,000 triangles. That's not too bad. We can live with that. And yeah, now the hard part comes. We need proper textures for that. Proper sand brick like textures. Okay, that will be a hard one. So I bought a membership here with all my Patreon income, and let's see what kind of textures they have. So we go under architecture, bricks, colored bricks, dirty bricks, old bricks, white bricks. No, they are all too white. I want facing bricks, old bricks. No, I just want bricks. No, that's not what I want. Yes. Wait. Rustic or smooth? Yeah, that's probably what we want. So we have two parts, we have a smooth and a smooth ones. They are too smooth for what we're planning to do. Don't liking these. I like these. Let me see if I can find something nice. These ones are actually the ones we want. Yeah. They look good. Have a good normal map. Okay, so let me get these. These one look fake. Okay. And there we are. We have a lot of stuff in there. So I go to my materials. Blender. And then materials. House. We go with walls. I have an original folder where I put all the we need the normal, we need the ambient occlusion. We need the spec. And yeah. Okay. And for now, maybe we start I see some comments. So I will try. Yes, I will put in the street to make it a road bridge, and yeah, looking for stone might be a good idea. So, but yeah, let's put it in here, and there we go. That is quite high. Well, so we want the width to be. We adjust scale, put them in. What is their scale actually? So I can. The game supports non-squared textures, but they will be loaded as full textures, so they will put in the memory. So avoid doing this, but this bricks looks far too good to try to make it seamless on our own. So if I make a new one, we go with the height of 668. And then we copy this one over. There we go. That looks good. And then scale the normal on top of it. Not this one. That one should be of. There we go. Scale it. Move it here. Looks good. And then I export this one to my materials and use it in Blender first before we get it in game. So now you saw how I get my materials. You got a glimpse of what I do, but no, that's desktop. I need documents, Blender, materials, and then house, walls, And that one I call WAF break dot TGA. Good. And in here we make a new material. This one is material. That's good. And we make a new one, which is our WAF brick. And then we start using that one. So base color is an image texture. We open it and go for materials, houses, and then we have walls, WAF brick, open image. I think I want to also load the normal map now. Can I put it in here? No. And then I need to do it on shading. So add image texture. Image texture. Open. No, I haven't exported it yet. So if I go this, export WAF brick underscore normal, export replace, cancel. No, what was it? WAF brick. I didn't. Normal export. There we go. And then I can go and get my normal map. So for those of you who are not familiar with modding, a normal map is basically a easy way of making a smooth surface looking more rough, giving it more texture. So that is a fake 3D effect which is achieved by shading it according to the normal map. The normal map is I think best if I show it on a small example. So if we go in here, UV editing, where is my bridge? And we make this, let's say we want this to be our material, our rough brick material, so we assign it. And then you smart project from view. We project it onto our texture. We can see now an effect that this one has a brick-like texture. It is very... Put the roughness down. It looks very wet, but that has to do something with the materials, how they work in here. So, yeah, if I put the roughness up, then it doesn't look that. But I think that is a decent... Yeah, it's not shiny anymore. That was just the material settings. Yeah. There we go. Not shiny anymore. Let me check. So this one still looks weird to me. Let me see if we can fine tune that. But this one is the right brick for down here. It's so shiny. Shiny tower bridge. But yeah, let me just go for this please. Oh, let me just unwrap it all. And to unwrap these ones as well. I think the other ones will get a different style of brick. But this one can still go in here. Okay. I think I will. Yeah, it is too wide, isn't it? That's true. Let me see how I fix that. There are different ways of fixing it. Oh, yeah. I wanted to have a feel first to unwrap it, see how it looks, and then play around with the colors too. So, okay. But that looks like a decent scaling to me. Okay, that looks terrible. Just the texture is very repetitive. You can really see how, yeah. So, one way of fixing it, which is the ugly way, is making it less wide, is making your UV unwrapping different. But that's not going to work, I think. Let me just start with fixing the colors a bit. Oh, damn. So if I go in here, set colors, and then color balance. Oh, this one. Color balance. No, not balance. Color a bit less. Not so green. Less saturation, yes. And if I go and go with brightness contrast, it looks so fake. There's a lot of trying out. Let me see if this is any better. Did I export it? Oh, I exported it to the normal map, which is not the thing I wanted to do. Replace. Export. And then we open it again. No, now it just looks dark and colorless. I'm not sure if I'm even happy with the brick though. It just looks wrong to me. Maybe when I unwrap the rest. But I don't think that will fix it for me. Scale it up? How do you mean scale it up? The dark parts look, yeah, okay, that's what you mean. To try and get rid of the dark bits, basically. Make it more linear. Select. Nope. What I wanted to assign. Then scale this one. Oh, I need to turn it around. Something seriously broken here. Oh yeah, I forgot to project from view. There we go. Now I can scale it up. Okay. can I? Hmm. That will be a hard one. Let me see for maybe I find something better than this one. Even though this one is quite cool. Bricks or architecture. Do they stone walls? No, it's definitely a brick wall, I think. Stone blocks. It's not that old. That one would be cool, but it's not that old. How is it? Can we use this one? Hard. That one is too old. That one is too... That one. Isn't it? That looks perfect. A bit like Minecraft bricks. I think that one could work. That one looks about right. Nice eliminator. Glad we agree. That could be promising. Walls. Let's go to the original and unpack everything we need from it. Not the demo. And get to GIMP. I will keep... There we go. That one is a bit bigger, so I make it 702. Okay. Make a new one. 702. There we go. And export it as WAV-Brick 2 TGA. Make this an actual new layer and use the normal map. There we go. Okay, move it around. File export WAV-Brick 2 underscore normal. That's the thing. I was only able to produce the houses so quickly because I already had set up the materials. Because materials and texturing, that can take forever. WAV-Brick 2 open. Okay. Promising. But too bright. But that doesn't matter for now. And we still have the old brick normal. So we go to, can I open? Yes. Brick 2. Okay. Good. Okay. While we're on it, let's just make it darker in here. Colors, brightness. Just want colors, brightness, darker. Just darker, I think. The idea is nice, but I'm not entirely sure if it works as expected. But the lines are quite straight. Maybe it works. But we can fight the we have different we have other ways of fighting the that it looks so repetitive. We can put some overlays on later in the game. Let's see if it actually looks repetitive or not. It's darker. Rough brick. Okay, we're getting here. Not that doesn't that looks a bit repetitive. That's true. From far, yeah, has these dark bits here. Maybe I just go and zoom in a little bit. That already helps. That already helps. It's white gray, so you say we just should lose a little bit of saturation. Yes, that's true. It's more white than this color. You are totally right. Colors, saturation, and no, not that one. Just lose a bit of the yeah, the dirt will save the day. It's always the dirt overlays that. Open it. Buff break 2. Yes. Yes, I see what you mean. That is much better. Okay. Next thing I want to... Just thinking if I should use the same brick here, but without a normal map. Yeah, yeah. I think I will just use the same brick texture because finding something that fits this perfect brick texture. Oh, let me just have a quick look, but don't have any hopes that we find something that goes so well with this brick texture. No. I think, yeah. Let me just, yeah. Can I, if I go and make a new material, call it rough brick 2, assign it, and take an image texture which is the same, open materials, Houses, walls, brick, rough brick 2. And you. How am I smart, you? Does this work? No. Can I smart you be projected? No. Maybe that works, kind of. Let me. So, but if I think if I just mark a seam and unwrap it alongside the seam. I take everything now. Unwrap. Yeah, there we go. We have it unwrapped alongside the seam. That looks good. And we do the same here. So basically we're defining a edge where we cut off the cylinder. And if I take both now, all of them, and unwrap it alongside the seam, we get a nice looking cylinder unwrapping. Something is weird with... No. Why are they so dark? Probably because of my material setting, yes. Has something to do with the materials. That's what I feared. But yeah, what I wanted to do is have these two materials, the two rough bricks now. Then I export this as FBX and let's have a look in the model editor, because that one will be the final. That one decides how it looks in the end. With the seam working at the pointy end, yes, it works with the pointy end. Can cancel this real quick, show you how it's unwrapped. Because we are cutting alongside one edge here at the pointy end as well. So this edge here is this and this edge, and then we span the rest alongside it. And file export FBX import, and then I think we haven't made a new project for that yet, so it's building bridge Celmi selected object and call it LOD0.fbx. So we need to make a new project for that as well. So let me quickly set up a project for that. Maybe zoom in a little bit so people can read stuff. And I copy over. What do I copy over? Skyscraper, I think. Leadenhall. Yes, it's VS Code. It's VS Code with the most important extension, the material icons design. Where is it? To make some here. The material icons. Where are they? Material icons theme by Philip Keefe. That's a former colleague and good friend of mine. That's why I'm promoting his package. He has made this open source package many people use. If you don't use it, it's good. Anyways, rename this to building bridge, Celmi tower bridge. Remove all of these textures here. Get in our new textures. These rough bricks. And done. Great. That's what I want to hear. I don't need the models. I delete that one. It looks so much nicer. It's look. So, model editor. Only these. Yeah, it is surprisingly well. I switched from Atom to VS Code and now run almost all my code in VS Code. It seems to be one of not doing Microsoft bashing here, but it's definitely one of their best products. And it seems to be one of the only editors which just works out of the box without any. And the market store is good. In Sublime. Sublime is the downside is that you need to pay at some point. It's not completely free. I used Atom for a while, but Atom is what was the issue with Atom? It gets slow. It's Electron and it gets really slow. There it is. 15k triangles. So, something is wrong with my faces. So let's fix that first. Face orientation. These one are the wrong way around. Need to flip all of these faces. Okay. I hate that when that happens. But sometimes it does and you can't do anything about it. You just need to flip them again. So they point all the right directions. Not sure. There is an auto flip, which I could use. But I don't trust that one to work with my half open mirrored model. And the pointy bits here. Yeah, autoflip never works properly. That's why I'm flipping it by hand all the time. Never even try it. So it's not too much work. There's one face left. And a few ones here. Here. Oh, the red is screaming at me. Oh, these ones could use flipping as well. Control L and flip. There we go. Okay, much better. File, export, FBX, power bridge, and then I turn. Okay, for that one actually I forgot. Export, FBX, apply transform. That way we can actually play around properly with our normals. And we import it again. There it is. Materials. We go and make the rough brick. So many mods installed now. There is a tower bridge. There it goes. Doesn't look too bad. Save that. I convert that to physical normal map so I can go and select my normal map for it. Repeat. That one has quite a good texture, but maybe bit more rough. Okay, and then rough brick 2. Yeah, that makes a difference. By not having the normal map, now these look like two different bricks. They are differently scaled. And that's what I was hoping for. Good. A pink tower bridge. The female touch of the queen. They decided to repaint the tower bridge in pink. Why not? I'm surprised how well this stone looks on the tower bridge. It's actually turns out better than expected. Okay. It still has the, you can still see the repetitions though. So what I will do is I do the dirt magic. I need to have some dirt somewhere. I have materials, I have an overlay folder. So these are overlays I can put. I have a jar on the, I have a jar of dirt. I made that for another game jam. Blender. There's my jar of dirt. Took me a while. File, open. Blender. There should be a G under Global Game Jam. There, Global Game Jam. Where is my Blender file for the Global Game Jam? Sad. Not in here, that is sad. Okay. Apparently I don't know where my jar of dirt is. The kitty crown. Yeah. I like these ones. Anyway, enough sidetracks. So these, I don't want too much dirt. Usually my dirt 4 is good as well. Lost in space. For those of you who don't know, in the chat, that is my group where I did a global game jam with, and we did a space game where we had a spaceship collecting some lost items. One was a jar of dirt and the other one was a kitty crown. That's what we are talking about here right now. So I make this normal map with operations. I take my operation, my overlay, put it on repeat, map operation 2, overlay, dirt 4, put it on repeat, and then we can actually work with this operation. So that one is multiplication. I think that one works well. So what it does, it takes the overlay texture, puts it on top of it, and multiplies each color value with it. Now that is a dirty tower bridge. But if I put the opacity down, that will already break up a little bit of the... Maybe normal is better here. No, normal doesn't seem to work. Probably be right. Yeah, that one looks good. Bigger stones. That might be a good idea to actually scale the base to make the stones a bit bigger and less dirty. And the other one is just an alpha blend, so just putting the dirt layer above. Oh, much smaller. Come on. 0.5, that is good. And that one just leaves a little bit of dirt everywhere. Something weird is going on here though. Maybe maybe this one is actually better. Yes. Maybe I go with. Okay. So that one breaks it up a little bit. Gives it a little bit of dirt. And yeah, I wanted to follow up on this idea where the base basically has bigger bricks. We can just leave these smaller and then that is actually not a bad idea. Not the scale. Maybe a little bit smaller. That one is good. Okay. File. Export FPS. I'm so much more efficient with these extra pairs of eyes watching me. And we seem to have lost our operations because I didn't save. Great! Save now and put the operations back on. Map operation 1, dirt 2, repeat, map operation 2, dirt 4, repeat. Operation 1. That's okay. Multiplication, scale it down a little bit. That's opaque. Operation 2, alpha blend. Scale it down a little bit. There we go. Much better. Save. This time I save. Okay. Next. What is wrong with these windows though? Oh, these should be. This just should be part of the whole wall, but it isn't. Okay, you project from view. And then we just try to fit it in. Just, where did it go? There. This bit shouldn't be a window. Should be exactly here. Can snap on vertexes. Now it, and needs rough brick. There we go. Looks much better, much more natural. Next up, I have all these. They are all unattached elements, so I can just Control L and have everything in hand. And then I can say U unwrap, rough break assign, and then they all get a I'm still snapping to vertexes. I want to snap to increments again. There we go. But that looks good enough to me. Now we have these bits here. They obviously are also brick. View, project from view. Scale them up. So these two, yeah, make them rough brick 2. think rough brick 1. There we go. Okay. And while we are on it, we do the same here as well. Now part of this, so that is a bit painful. Slowly getting there. I think that is all of it. You unwrap, assign rough brick. Okay. Cube protection, that looks good. Yes, that looks good actually. Got these faces here. Assign view, project from view. Good. All very nice. Good. I think next I want to make the roof, because the roof shouldn't be too hard. We have, let me switch to Google Maps and see what kind of roof the tower bridge has. A green one. Okay. Select all the roof parts first. That's the advantage of working with a mirrored object right now. I need way less UV unwrapping. So I project from view this first. And then have a look at the roof. Put it here somewhere so we can easily select it again. Make a new material, call it roof. Roof tower bridge, assign it, and have a look if we can find a working green roof for that. Architecture. I have roofings. Probably a metal roof. These ones are all too. This one could work. With a few adjustments, that should work. But that one, does it have a normal map? No, it doesn't have a normal map. That's too bad. Well, that roof seemed to be good enough, so I want to use that anyway. There is my no. My download folder. Scale it down. And then I play with the saturation a bit. Yes. Colors. Whiteness, contrast. Make it darker. A bit like this, I think. Will work. Saturation. Yes, that could work. green metal roof.pga. There we go. And because it doesn't have a normal map, I think I just use the built-in filter normal map. That looks good. File export. Export the normal map as well. And then we put it on. So we already, okay. So base color, image texture, open, materials, houses, roof. And then the green metal roof, open image. Not too bad actually. I want to rotate it a little bit, I think. And then zoom out a bit. Scale it up a little bit more. This one could be rotated again as well. This one can be rotated. Okay, that looks not too bad. So I export it and have a look in the model editor what it actually looks like in game. There we go. Roof tower bridge. Then I need my roof materials here. Blend material, houses, roof. There we go. And then convert it to normal map. Map normal. Repeat. Yeah, that one can definitely be turned. Probably I unwrapped them differently. They are too sharp to be unwrapped. Like this. So I will just project them from front. View, project from view. Scale it up. And then we do the same thing here. Then we make sure they fit together. That looks not too bad. Nice. Okay. That looks better for the roof. File export FBX. Save this one here. Yes, better. Okay. No, that looks good actually. Cool. Then I will do more details. I think all of these here can actually get the sandstone. So I start with these and make them stone. Control L. I mark a seam on each of them. back. And no one sees it. Mark seam. And then Control L, U, unwrap, and WAF break. Ooh, probably the one without normal map. Or they all have bottom faces, which can't be unwrapped properly. I need faces, so if I'm selecting all of these now, you unwrap, yeah, that one works much nicer. And I want these to be rotated as well. There we go. Nice. And I want these to be stone as well. All the faces I want to be stone-like. And yes, you unwrap. Good. Zoom out a little bit. Yes. Start to like this very much. And then how are the windows? The top of the towers, the texture. Not seeing what you mean. Oh, this one here. Oh, on this towers it does. Yeah, that's definitely not straight. That is not straight. That is true. That's not good. Why is this the case? Can't. That's not what I want. It is a cylinder though. What do I do? I have an idea. Come on, go the other. I go the other way around. Don't want to spend too much time on that. But what I can do is I can go here, select all of these, and then auto align. No, wrong axis. Why? That looks much better. The same on here. And this straightens out. I think if I want to align these ones as well. Yes. And the same here, align by. Yeah. The rest looks good though. But yeah. Good. Good eye. Good catch. Okay, file, export, FBX, tower bridge. Import tower bridge. Okay, we are getting somewhere. And the next thing I want to do is to have the blue things in it. That way, maybe I put on these first. Finish what I've started on these towers. Get everything back. And make this stone as well, and this one as well. Unwrap. Hope that did the trick, and otherwise fixing it. Okay, that didn't do the trick at all. Okay, then I do the same thing again. Mark my seams. Mark seam. Mark seam. Then that one seems to work better. But they still have bottom faces. They're much easier to unwrap if they don't have bottom faces. And we save our cell. No, they have bottom faces. These have bottom faces. The other ones don't. Okay. That one looks much better. Too big. Okay. And then fixing these. Can just select these. Okay. There we go. Good. And then the next thing would be to have... Let me see how they look. They have some blue texture for these beams at least. And for the beams up here, and a lot of blue in here. So... I'll export this first and see how it looks. There we go. That looks good. And yes. Okay. We have 25 minutes left. Let's make the best out of this. Okay, new. Well, for beams, we don't need that much. We need 512 is still a very big texture, but is there a fab code for that? Tower blue fab. Why is the tower bridge blue? I don't care why she is blue. I want to know the fab code. Otherwise, that's a decent picture. Copy that one. Give me that blue. Delete that picture. Fill that blue, and then we go from here. So what I usually do with beams like that, there's a lot of structure going on, so they have a lot of these little dots, and I try to put them in here as well. So for that, take a round brush. Just go with a little bit of a darker shade of the blue. Ah, that is too hard. Too dark. Tiny bit darker. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh, good. And then maybe I just go a little bit darker again. Make this one smaller. Okay, I'm not sure if this looks any good in the end. We just need to figure that out. Probably these dark dots are too dark, but they should work for my filter. So if I put is it generic normal map? Oh, that is way too high. Oh, would work. So we have a normal map. We export it as there is a just want like a like something like this in the background as noise. So if I go here, put these in here. Then I want to make it filter, render. There is a, where is it? Map. Tile seamless, yes. Want to tile this seamless, make a new layer out of it. And then I try my best. That one is not going to work the way I want it to. How do I put this on? Okay, I will figure something out. I will stick with that probably for now. Oh, Blender. Do I already have a tower bridge? No. Here we go. Beam.tga. And file export steel beam. Oh. Okay. Blender. Make a new material, call it steel beam. Open the image texture. Open tower bridge. An image. And then we need to figure out what parts of these are. So these are steel beams. Definitely. All of these down here were steel beams. Miss some, yes, I missed these all. I think the floor here can be seen as a steel beam as well. Okay. Then these count as steel beams. These count as steel beams. These ones are steel beams. Like that. Okay, we have a fancy. That one goes with. Okay. And these at the end are steel beams here. Okay. That's at least something to start with. File, export, FBX. There we go. Next, we import it in here. Steel beam this one. Blender tower bridge. Tower bridge. There we go. Okay. Albedo. Very blue. Well, we get there slowly. We get there, and if I go and make this with a normal map normal steel beam, this will look horrible because there's a stretched all over the place. But going in here, select all the steel beams, go with Smart UV project, scale it up immense, save it, file, export, FBX. This one starts to get a should see something. Okay, I scaled it up too hard. Shouldn't be to solve. File, export, FBX. That is good. So it has a rough texture, and if I normal scale this down, it's not too much anymore. Okay, cool. Yes. So we haven't found the solution for the windows yet. So let me just see. I think what I will do for the windows first is they're actually different kind of brick. How do I do this windows? They are so fancy, it would be a shame to lose this. But on the other side, detail-wise, this looks already quite good. So much, when I put in so many window details, I don't think that's a good thing. So, at least not when... Oh, this one is missing still. And then I think I make the insides. Here I make... Oh, the easiest way was what? Brick. Okay. I go and assign the window materials first. There we go. These are all windows. Then I can hide them once they are all have their corresponding window material. New material, new window. Assign. Hide. This one is an unnecessary texture. This face, this one is an unnecessary face. We have weird stuff going on here. We don't need these. Can delete these faces as well. Didn't remember having it model so untidy. Alright, faces here, and then we can select the rough brick and hide it. Can select the rough brick too and hide it. And then we are left with all of these window. Oh, these one are actually windows as well. Oh, I forgot to make these. Windows. Assign and hide. And for the rest, I select all of these. Control L. Did I forget anything? There's one here. Okay. Okay. And then I hide everything else. And then I go around and say I want this face and this face. Select similar, normal. So I have all the faces facing this direction. And then I say project from view. Make this rough brick 2. Scale out a little bit. Then I go with the up and down ones. Select similar, normal. You scale them a little bit and make them rough brick 2. Like this. And then we only have these faces facing in this and in this direction. Select similar, normal, you. And then we should have every nope, we're missing this one. And these ones. And these ones. And all of these ones. What else are we missing? I think that's it. 7 U project from view. Scale it up a bit and select this. Assign it. And that should be it. Unhide this. Make this bit. I think I can make the same as the roof. Roof, assign 7 U project from view. And that is close. Oh dear, I unhid everything. Just wondering, where did this phase go? Did I delete that accidentally? Why is it not here anymore? There is supposed to be a phase that connects these. I don't know where this one went. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still put this one in as material. Okay. So the last thing I think I want to do today is give this one a texture as well. These are the white beams, white steel beams. So select all of these. Here we go. What else is a white steel beam? I think that should be it for now. I make a new material, call it white steel beam, assign it, and then for that I make another layer. I don't want it to be completely white, I want it to be gray, otherwise it is so shiny in game. Steel beam underscore white. Export. Put it here, steel beam white. File, export FBX, tower bridge, export FBX, import tower bridge. I screwed up the normals again. This one, yeah. This one. Flip. File, export FBX, tower bridge. There it is. And the white steel beam, we can select the open this one. Yes, that is looking nice. For the windows, let me just copy materials, my usual window texture, and I will think of something for the next stream how we approach the actual windows. So houses, windows. It would be better to have something like this, but I stick to my usual window texture here for now. Windows map, Windows office, metal glass, Windows MGA. Oh, yes. And here select view on web. I just want to select the Windows view on web. Okay. and I want to put them all in the middle. Because my window texture is not seamless. At least not my usual one. Quite a lot of windows we have here. Come on. There we go. There we go. File, export FBX. Import it. Oh, we didn't save it. Map Windows. And metal gloss ambient occlusion map. There we go. Close. That wasn't the right thing. I didn't save again, so I need to do the work again. Windows Office open. Windows metal gloss and ambient occlusion. Now they should be very glossy and not very pretty. And there we go. Oh, and the white steel beams are still missing there. White steel beam. Yes. Okay. I think... Oh, I found something. Let me fix that first. Don't want face orientation on. Here. Where was it? Yeah, these ones. These ones are not. Buff break. I want these. New project from view. Scale it up a bit. Same as this one. 7. New project from view. Scale it up, and there we go. All right. File export FBX Tower Bridge FBX import. And that, yeah, that looks good for today. Good progress on that. Quite happy how the textures turned out. And that should conclude my live stream for today. We see you next week, where we hopefully be able to finish this project and put it into the game. I thank everyone for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe to Twitch and also to my YouTube channel for further updates. And yeah, see you all next week to the next live stream or in my weekly London build updates. Alright, cheers and goodbye.